John had been in love with Sarah for years. They had met in college, and he had been smitten ever since. He had always dreamed of a future with her, but it seemed like Sarah never had time for him. She was always busy with work and other activities, and no matter how hard John tried, he couldn't seem to get her attention. John knew that Sarah was ambitious, and he admired her for that. But he couldn't help feeling hurt every time she canceled their plans or didn't respond to his messages. He felt like he was always playing second fiddle to her job and her hobbies. One day, Sarah told John that she needed to end things between them. She said that she was too busy with work and that she didn't want to hold John back from finding someone who could give him the attention he deserved. John was devastated, but he understood where she was coming from. For the next few weeks, John felt lost and alone. He didn't know how to move on from Sarah, and he found himself constantly thinking about her. But one day, something inside him snapped. He realized that he had been putting too much of himself into his relationship with Sarah and not enough into his own life. John decided to focus on himself. He started working out, something he had always wanted to do but never had the time for. He also started a small business, something he had always dreamed of but never had the courage to pursue. As he focused on himself, John found that he was becoming happier and more fulfilled than he had been in years. He still missed Sarah, but he realized that he didn't need her to be happy. One day, John was out running when he saw Sarah walking towards him. They stopped and talked for a few minutes, catching up on what had happened since they had last seen each other. Sarah looked happy and content, and John realized that he was happy for her too. As they parted ways, Sarah said something that John would never forget. "I'm sorry for not making time for you. I realize now that I could have done better, but I'm glad that you're happy now. You deserve it." John smiled and said, "I learned that you can't always rely on someone else to make you happy. You have to find that happiness within yourself." Sarah smiled back and said, "I couldn't have said it better myself." As John walked away, he realized that he was grateful for the time he had spent with Sarah, but he was even more grateful for the lessons he had learned about himself. He realized that he didn't need anyone else to be happy. He could find that happiness within himself. And that was a lesson that he would carry with him for the rest of his life. If you found yourself captivated by this story, don't forget to hit that like button and hit subscribe for more thrilling tales of triumph over adversity. By subscribing, you'll be the first to know when we release our next captivating story, and you'll never miss out on the chance to be inspired by tales of resilience and hope. So don't hesitate. Hit that subscribe button now and join our community of story lovers.